Here's a question that stings a little. Why do two businesses offering the exact same service charge wildly different prices? One's getting $150 per job while the other one's barely pulling in $50. And it's not a skill, it's not experience. Today's Fast Track is pulled from lesson 1 of our Build a Brand Board That Works course. You'll learn why your brand visuals are doing more than just looking nice. They're actually shaping how customers value what you offer. If your brand looks all over the place, mismatched fonts, random colors, and inconsistent logos, people assume your business is all over the place too. But when everything feels cohesive, you build trust fast, and trust raises your rates. What's the short lesson? Watch this short lesson and then download our AI prompt pack that helps you define your brand's personality. Pick fonts and colors and explain your look clearly, whether you're building a brand for yourself or you're teaching others how. Why branding looks matter. I want to start with a little reality check. You've probably seen this before. Two businesses. They offer the exact same service. They have the same experience level, and maybe they're even located right next door to each other. One charges $50 and the other charges $150. Why? It's not because one's smarter. It's not even because they're better at what they do. The difference is perception. The $150 business has a clear, consistent professional brand. Their website, their cards, their emails, everything feels like it belongs together. Customers look at them and think, yep, this business is worth it. Meanwhile, the $50 business may be just as good, but their colors are all over the place. Their fonts look like clip art, and their logo was maybe built in 2006. The business screams budget, and unfortunately, that's exactly the price they get. Brand boards aren't just about aesthetics. They shape the way people view your value. And when your brand looks like it knows what it's doing, customers are happy to pay more because they trust you. Today, we're going to build the kind of brand that tells your customers this is the business you can believe in. What's the one thing that instantly makes a business look credible and trustworthy, even if they're just starting out and have a tiny marketing budget? Established businesses spend thousands on professional branding, but new businesses can achieve the same results with the right tools. Let's play a recognition game. Can you instantly name these brands just by seeing their iconic shapes? How fast do you recognize them? Probably in under 3 seconds. That's because your brain is wired for fast recognition. You've seen these images so many times in so many places, and they've become automatic. You don't have to stop and analyze, you just know. And that's exactly what good branding does. It doesn't ask people to stop and think. It delivers a message before they even realize they're looking for it. That's the kind of response we want your brand to create. Familiarity and trust, all within seconds. Now, no one is saying you need to be the next Nike or Starbucks, but the principle is the same. The more consistent your branding, the more recognition you build. And recognition equals trust, and trust equals sales. If someone has to squint at your logo, decode your font choices, or guess whether your flyer and your website belong to the same business, we've got work to do. Luckily, you're in the right place to fix that. Let's take a closer look at what that instant recognition really means. Think about McDonald's. No matter where you are whether it's downtown Chicago or a small town in Italy, you know what to expect when you see those little golden arches, the red and yellow combo, the typography, the style of the menu, the packaging. It's all the same. That's not by choice, that's by design. Consistent branding creates recognition. You spot their logo from a mile away. Expectation. You know what kind of food, service, and price you're going to get. Trust. Even if it's not gourmet, it's dependable. And then value. They can charge a premium for what is essentially fast food because people trust the experience. So what's the takeaway for you? You don't need to serve billions or build a franchise, but your brand looks consistent online and offline. People start trusting you faster. They remember you more easily. They choose you because they feel like they already know you. That's the real power of a strong brand board. It's not just a design tool, it's a trust builder. And today, we're going to build yours. Before we do that, let's break it down into simple terms. What is a brand board? Well, A brand board is your business visual cheat sheet. It's the go-to document that spells out the colors, fonts, and styles your brand should always use, whether you're posting on Instagram or designing a business card or refreshing your website. Think of it like a recipe card. When you're baking cookies, you don't just throw in random ingredients, you follow a recipe for consistency. Your brand deserves the same treatment. That's what a brand board gives you, a reliable reference to keep everything looking sharp and aligned. Your brand board typically includes colors, not just any color, your exact brand shades with their hex code. 2 professional fonts, one for headers and one for the body of text. You may put examples, something like this, on how the elements would work together in real-world designs. Make guidelines, simple tips for using your brand properly. If you've ever opened up Canva or a design tool and felt overwhelmed, like, wait, what color did I use last time? Or which font did I put in my last flyer? Your brand board is the answer. It saves you from guessing, it removes inconsistency, and it helps you stay professional across all of your marketing materials. Think of it as a visual guide, all your brand elements in one spot. A quick reference. It makes staying on brand fast and easy. And consistency, your brand's recipe for success. Once it's created, you can hand it off to a designer, a team member, or a contractor, and they'll instantly know how to keep your brand looking polished. So instead of explaining it 100 times, your brand board speaks for you. And trust me, it's easier to build than you think. Let's talk about what happens when your branding isn't consistent. When your website looks one way and your social media another, and your business cards, well, they look like they belong in a different company altogether. The kind of mismatch might seem harmless, but here's what your potential customers are really thinking. Are they disorganized? Are they legit? Can I trust them with my money? When branding is inconsistent, it signals a lack of attention to detail. It creates doubt, and that doubt, well, it costs you sales. Imagine walking into a store where the signs don't match, the uniforms are different, and the vibe is all over the place. You'd feel uncomfortable. You might even walk right back out. The same thing happens online, except people leave without ever telling you. But now picture a business where everything feels cohesive, the same colors, the same fonts, the same tones. It tells the world we're confident, we're put together, we're trustworthy. Customers feel safer buying. They stick around longer, and they come back. The best part, getting that consistency doesn't require hiring a huge branding agency. It just takes a simple system, which you're building right now. So what's in it for you? Why even take the time to create a brand board? Here's what happens when you get it right. Instant credibility. People take you seriously. You look like a business that's been around for years, even if you're just getting started. Pricing power. You can charge more because your brand looks like it's worth more. That's perception, and it's powerful. Instant recognition. Your audience sees your post and instantly knows it's yours. That builds loyalty fast. Simplified marketing. No more guessing what font or color to use. You've already decided and it's working. And the competitive advantage? Most small businesses never get around to this. When you do, you automatically stand out. This isn't about being fancy, it's about being smart. A professional brand board doesn't just help you look more confident, it helps you feel more confident. When you're proud of what your business looks like, you show up differently, and that energy, your customers feel it. You're building a visual foundation that supports every email, ad, flyer, and product you share. That's not a nice to have. That's a business essential. That was just one lesson from Build a Brand Board That Works. And already you've got the secret behind branding perceptions that drives pricing. Make sure you download your AI prompt pack. It'll help you take what you've learned and start applying it right away, even if you're not a designer.